Welcome back to Lasco Ford. This is the 2019 Ford Super Duty F350 Lariat with a Lariat Sport package. Want to talk about this? We shot a previous video to it that was in black. Well, we wanted to shoot one in the white so you could see some of these black accents that are going on with the 2019 Lariat Sport package. Brought some more details so I can give you specific numbers on what our ratings and horsepower and torque and all that good stuff is too. But let's tear into this thing so you can see what the Sport package is going to offer for Ford on the F350. Now you're going to have the embossed hood, you're going to have a blacked out grille. The black grille, these two major huge bars here are all blacked out. That's a piano black or a gloss black color. You have a blacked out tow hook too. So you got that blacked out tow hook. Oftentimes you're going to see that in the chrome. Well, when you do the Sport package, that's going to flip over to black. Other things that you're going to notice too is going to be the inside bezel of this headlight is going to be all black on the interior that's surrounding that chrome, really giving you an excellent look on wrapping together all of the black features. Let's keep on going with this. The top of the mirror caps up here are going to be blacked out as well. And then if you take a look at your side fender badging, you're going to see it says Lariat F350. This is from the factory. That's not custom done. So this is just the way the doctor ordered it, right? Other things too. Let's take a look at the wheel. The wheel is a design that Ford's had out since the 2017 model on the Lariat. However, the entire thing is black now instead of just the inlays being that magnetic gray with the machined aluminum finish, and your center caps are blacked out as well. Now this truck, we will let you know, this is leveled up. So we've got about a 2.5 inch level on this truck, and that's going to be wrapped in the BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s. So we went with a larger tire than what stock offers, but it is more aggressive, and I think the truck warrants it. I mean, it's a beautiful looking truck. Let's keep talking about some of the features on the Lariat with the Sport package. Take a look at these running boards. Those are all blacked out for you as well. And when you see that badge that says 6.7 liter power stroke, you're going to be running 450 horsepower, 935 pound-foot of torque with unreal capabilities. Now we're going to take a look also at some of the exterior features like, what is this? Well, we've got a keyless entry feature here, which is just going to be rubbing your finger over the top of that handle, and that's going to allow you to access the door. We've got a second way to do it, and that's going to be up here on your keyless entry keypad. So you can be able to put a 5-digit custom code into that or lock the vehicle. You can access one door or all 4 doors on that unlock feature as well. So when you're looking at that, you've got 1, 2, then your key fob is 3 different ways to get into it, and then a 4th way because you have a runner key that's able to go inside of the door. 4 ways to get in your truck. I mean, thanks Ford for making it convenient for everyone. Take a look at the size of this fuel door. Beautiful thing that I like about how Ford is taking care of their DEF or their diesel exhaust fluid. You got a small access here and right next to where your fuel door is. The cool thing that Ford does is they combine the 2 tanks. Your fuel tank and your DEF tank are together. So you have a 5-gallon DEF tank that sits inside of your fuel tank, and it's surrounded in that housing. Why do they do that? Because they don't want to look like Chevrolet having a suitcase sitting underneath the passenger side of your truck, ruining your ground clearance and aesthetic visual features and stuff, right? Take a look at the back of the tailgate here. We've got Super Duty across the back. You got a backup camera up top above where this simulated handle is, because this is a soft touch underneath to be able to drop that tailgate. We also have an LED light. That's not a second camera. This LED light helps you with your camera to be able to see down here to where your hitch is on your massive receiver, right? And then you have a reverse sensing system. 7-pin, 4-pin, you got both of those. This is how you're going to release your spare, and that is a locking spare tire. So it's still there when you get out of Walmart, right? So take a look at what this tailgate feature is though too. It's kind of beautiful when you touch it and it just kind of gracefully falls down, right? We have a hidden tailgate step so you don't have to take your receiver out or unhook your trailer and all that good stuff like some of our competition trying to do what we do, but we just do it right. So if you notice this, it's going to be a good bit higher. You're going to have a drop receiver there. You should be out of the way of your tongue. Take a look at your handle here too. You're going to have a 1 and 2, and that's going to be push. Anytime you see the buttons, push in for 1. That'll drop this back down. Push down for 2. And anywhere you see that number, go ahead and push to release that. If we get in the bed of the truck, this is a tough bed spray and liner. This is done by Ford at Ford Motor Company right at the manufacturer. You've got 5 different little hole puck things here, right? What is this for? This is for your 5th wheel or your gooseneck, so it can do either or. So you got a 5th wheel attachment. It's going to be right here instead of running rails across the top of your bed. This is removable. It cleats right into it, or you just drop your ball right in here for your gooseneck, okay? Here, I like the way that they changed the rear window. Over the past couple years, they've now got a one piece instead of 3 different windows with a slider in the center of it. Much stronger, way better looking aesthetically. And if you look way up here where I'm at, you can see the twin panel moonroof that's in the top of this truck too. We're going to show you that here in just a second. But now, let's look at more features. What else do we have on the 2019 Lariat Sport? Well, you've got a blind spot awareness system. That's going to be right here. Anytime you see this darker color of like a ruby red on the side of a Ford taillight, you know it's going to have that blind spot awareness system. That's going to shoot behind the truck up to 40 feet. So if you have a travel vehicle behind you, trailer, RV, whatever the case might be, that's going to be your blind spot awareness all the way back behind the truck. And I used that last night when I was hauling. It was an 18-foot enclosed trailer, but it's beautiful because it gives you an alert. I was going down the highway and I could still see that I had somebody in my blind spot to be able to merge left or right. Beautiful, I liked it. Take a look at the wheels again back here. It's not just the wheel, but how do you keep big juicy tires like this from throwing stuff all over the inside? You got a fender liner on the inside of the truck too. Beautiful, why? Because it keeps all the rocks and stuff and salt and debris all out of your inside of your bed well here. If you look underneath here too, what you're gonna see is this little bracket here with 2 more bolts, okay, that you're gonna see, those penetrate all the way through the frame. And that is going to actually be that saddle brace that attaches everything for your 5th wheel gooseneck hitch package. So that's where you're going to see if the truck's got one or not without having to climb in the bed or look over the top of it. Also, this truck has an FX4 package. What does an FX4 do for you? Well, we've got descent control, we've got underbody skid plates, and we've got an upgraded shock system that's on the truck as well. So those are just more upgrades keep on coming. I definitely want to show you the inside of this 2019 Lariat Sport as well, so we can take a look at some of the features on the interior of it. We'll talk about things that you need to know for 2019, what's changed, what's the upgrade. Come on in, let's take a look. I'll crack the door over here so you can get it done quickly. So, a couple things to pay attention to, new for 2019. We've got an advanced security pack that is available, and it's standard on the XLT and above. I'm gonna turn these lights off so we're not dinging. Oh, you did? Okay, last time we didn't get the door sill on the Sport. You saw the door sill, yeah, it's like they call it a black chrome finish. Other things to pay attention to. You see that little guy right there? You might want to pay attention to that. That's the B&O, or the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Bang & Olufsen, top of the line. Stomps a mud hole into Sony and Bose. Pretty hefty too. Speakers as much as $50,000 a piece. That's crazy. I'm not saying you've got $50,000 worth of speakers in here. Don't get that twisted. Other things that we need to check out too. You can do the Wi-Fi hotspot. Up to 10 devices paired with that. That's going to be done through AT&T. It's about 20 bucks a month. Pretty inexpensive there because Ford hooked it up with them as well. And then you have, okay, CD player eliminated. That slot was right here before, right? How many people are listening to CDs now? If you're watching YouTube right now, you probably don't listen to CDs much at all. Locking rear differential. People wanted me to mention this and talk about it. Where it says pull and has an X over your rear diff, that is what you're going to do to lock your rear differential. That will unlock at 20 miles an hour automatically. So that's nice. You've got a huge LCD productivity display here too, so we'll show you that. Big touchscreen here as well. So you can configure your gauges on this truck too to see what you want to see as a driver and the driver's perspective. So you can go to My View and you're able to adjust between trip, your fuel economy, off-road status. You can go over here to trip and fuel again. Then you can go over here again to truck information. Then you can go to your trailer. Then you can go to your off-road status. Then you can go to your settings and change everything. There's 8 miles on this truck. Still pretty fresh. Kind of want it. So taking a look at this too. Are we in Wi-Fi? Yes, because it says so right there. Pretty easy, right? Different things that we can do. Our climate control, it's beautiful because you can do voice activated features on this vehicle, or you can do them through touch, or you can do your heated steering wheel, or you can just take a look at everything that's going on in your vehicle. Does this have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? It's got everything else. Sirius Travel Link, and then even going into settings. Then you can flip your screen over here. That's what those 2 boxes indicate. So if you've got 2 boxes, you've got 2 screens to work with. That's going to show you what your sound is, your clock, your radio, your navigation, 911 assist, which is like OnStar, except for Ford doesn't charge you 6 months after you buy the vehicle. It's free for life. Thank you. And other things to take a look at too is your display. You can turn it on, off, adjust your brightness or your dimness. I know not every vehicle has the adjustments there, so it's kind of nice to go not just on and off, but you can dim it. You can actually make it so it's a lot easier on the eyes to see. Take a look upstairs. I'm kidding, there's no stairs, there's no elevator either, but there's two massive pieces of glass right here. This one is going to be stationary in the back. This one does move. Other things to take a look at, 6 auxiliary switches. So if you're the guy that likes lift kits and light bars and additional accessories or fuel tanks or whatever you're going to use these for, these tie in right across the top here, but they tie in underneath the hood, so it's well hidden, and now you're not that guy with toggle switches all over his dash looking like a fighter pilot. So that's kind of nice. We got HomeLink in here as well. HomeLink's going to be hooking up to your garage doors, gated community, all kinds of different places that you can use this HomeLink communication system too. So it's very easy to hook up with a garage door remote or hooking up to a search button on the back of your garage door opener. Heated and air conditioned seats, not just climate seats, they're air conditioned seats. That's why it says AC, because it blows AC through your back and bottom. With a truck like this, I'm assuming you probably work for a living. And yes, it gets hot, and there you have it. Trailer brake controller right here with your gain and output, plus and minus right here. Dual climate control. The hits just keep on coming. I mean, come on. How many glove boxes? Okay, well, you've got this one. Then you've got this one. Okay, well, you've got those two. Then you've got this storage up here. Oh, 2 cup holders. Presto changeo. Now you've got 4. Then you take this up. Now there's a storage underneath. Oh, wait, let's do that. Hold on a second here. There you go. And what's that for? Well, that's for this little guy. So you can put your key in there for any reprogramming, or if your vehicle loses its key communication function thing there. Yeah, that's where you're going to put it. And then you got this big storage compartment with this extra tray. And I could literally almost fit in here. I'm not that big of a guy, but this is big enough for exactly the same size as a file hanger. So if this is your mobile office, that is made for a file hanger, straight up. There you go. Let's take a look in the back seat. There's more goodies. Oh yeah, you also have power folding mirrors, and you have power extending mirrors. So those will go out and in and fold, and I did that just to pull into the bay here today. So right here, our seats are going to lock up. You used to have a handle on the F-150s that opened right here. Now you have a tether located right there. Can you see it okay? Did you get that on camera? Like, that's your new tether to drop the seat back down, okay? This right here, you want to help me out with this? There we go. Okay, this right here is a collapsible storage compartment here. Beautiful. Well, to uncollapse this thing, we're going to leave it unlocked, and it simply folds down for a flat floor. If you have it up, you can lock this into place when it's down, so it doesn't rattle and do all that stuff. So the lock doesn't do much for you when it's up. But right here is your divider. So if you want one seat down and that side locked, well, by God, you can do it. And the cool thing is here too, I'm going to come over to that side because you're not going to be able to see the camera unless you got a boomerang lens. This right here is how you can lock that storage compartment. So if you're bringing things like, I don't know, firearms or things you want to keep out of the way of kids or other passengers, this is going to be how you lock that right here. If you see that little lock symbol there, yep, that's how you lock it. You can lock one at a time. So if you have something here, then you're good. Or if you have something across the whole thing, you can lock both. Jack and roadside assistance equipment's underneath the back passenger side of this as well. Take a look at the back side of that console though. I want to definitely point that out. You got to see it. Sorry, I was walking around. Try not to make you guys car sick here. You got charging, ways to charge. Lots of ways to charge. Twin USB, this is going to be 400 watts there, so that's huge. And I actually charged my drill with mine, which was pretty cool. And then also I've used it for, shaving if you're late to work. I plug my razor in there, it's hilarious. But and heated seats for the back passengers. Well, why wouldn't you? They're not paying for the truck, but at least keep them comfortable. Yeah, let's take a look underneath. So underneath the hood, things to talk about there. We've got the 6.7 liter diesel that Ford came out with in 2011. It made its debut. I freaking love this engine. And yes, it's a turbo diesel. And here we've got your intercooler over here. Your turbo is located in the back side of your manifold up closer to your firewall, all the way back there. Cool thing about that is it's so close that it has a lot less turbo lag than other diesels that have been produced by not only Ford, but other manufacturers. Air intake system. Changed this a little bit from the original 2011 of how the air is coming in. Air filter is back here. Yes, it's signifying that, yes, we've got the 6.7 liter big boy bad. Can't say that on YouTube. So anyway, other things to talk about too. The torque on this thing, the other options that are offered, gotta tell you about this. So the first in class with a high strength military grade aluminum truck body is gonna be on this truck as well. So that's gonna be the bed, the doors, the cab, fenders. What is gonna be steel? You still have steel on the front and rear bumper. You still have a steel frame underneath the truck as well. Now ladder members, okay, the crossbars that hook up to your frame on this truck are all the way through the frame too. So it's welded on both sides, up to 10 crossbars. Like this truck will have the maximum amount of crossbars. Why? Because it has that fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package, okay? So you can have the assembly package which comes with the actual fifth wheel hitch with it too. You can do a gooseneck package that comes with 2 different size balls, and that will also come with chain tie downs as well. Other things to talk about, newer things that we need to talk about too. So 360 cameras available. We have the ability for having the adaptive cruise control, lane keeping system. There's more safety features on this truck. It's amazing, but why wouldn't you want to keep it safe when these trucks can cost as much as $94,000 in your highest end, you know, F350 dually loaded to the gills. So what is the price on this truck? Let's talk about it. You want to see it, right? So this is before we do the leveling kit and before we do the upgraded tires. But respectably, it's only at $75,000 versus the Platinums and versus the King Ranch that are definitely dancing around in the 80s. It's
MSRP.
That's MSRP.
I think we got upwards of $5,000 off.
Okay, well, you got upwards of $5,000 off on trucks like this. And then, of course, if you like what we've done with the leveling kit, the wheels, or the tires, the wheels are factory. But if you like this look, you like this setup, we've got more on the way. This one is currently available. And hey, it's the 8th of March, so you guys gotta check it out. Get on it quick. Last time we shot this video, it was gone the next day. So I definitely want to say thank you for watching and checking out the new stuff that Ford has out here with Lasco Ford. This is the 2019 Lariat Super Duty Crew Cab Sport Package loaded up. So give us a call, 810-629-2255, or check us out online at www.lascoford.com. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.